Evening, fellow night watchers, and we're here to investigate for Joe. He has said there's been some paranormal activity here, and we're going to see what we can find. Alright, we're here with Joe in his house. He called us over because he's been experiencing a little bit of paranormal activity here, and we're going to go ahead and get an interview with him and see what's been going on. Now, Joe, how long have you lived in this house?
We lived here approximately 10 years, 11 years, something like that, until the fire. And possibly moving back into it the next couple of months if it's finished, restored.
Okay. Now, how many experiences have you had in this house while you've lived here?
Just a couple. I've had one experience during the night when I was asleep in the bed by myself. Mm-hmm. I felt the side of the bed go down, and then I felt somebody trying to push me over, like move over. And I think that was the woman who previously lived here, who's died.
Okay.
I think that was her room.
And what was her name?
Her name was Rosie.
Rosie.
Rosie,
okay.
That was Rosie.
Mm-hmm. And you said, you were telling me earlier, you said that she was in a wheelchair?
She was confined to a wheelchair, and there were nicks on the doorways where her wheelchair had hit it. And there was one night, I was sitting there in the den, and it was a real calm night for some reason. The doors blew open.
Both of them?
Yeah. And I got up and closed them.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Let's go ahead with this investigation. All right, we're done with our interviews now. Now we're going to go investigate the house and see what we can find. All right. So we're going to start a lockdown now. We're going to go into the back of the house where most of the activity is actually going on. All right, we're in the back right room right now. The room with the most activity is actually across the hall from us, but we're gonna go ahead and do a couple EVPs in here and see what we can catch. And we'll break out a couple new pieces of equipment that we brought in tonight. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the EVPs then. All right. My name is Zach Floor. If there's any spirit or entity in here that wants to talk to us, we'd love to hear from you. We're here as friends. If you can make any noise, make a shadow from my light, anything would be great. Now I know Rosie lived in this house. Maybe that's Rosie with us right now. If you're here, Rosie, I'd love to hear from you. Maybe you could tell us why you were bothering Joe, or maybe you could tell us a little bit about yourself. Maybe you could tell us your full name, your birthday. Where?
It flew out of you.
Flew out of me?
You were facing the door of the sink. It literally flew out of your chest.
I could tell you this. I didn't feel anything. Here, let's try something else. We're gonna try our new piece of equipment. It's our temperature gun. We're gonna check for drops in temperatures or rises in temperatures in the room real quick. All right. It's at a constant about 60 degrees in here. Can you see that, Kyle? 60 degrees. Maybe get the temp on the floor. Now, I won't be pointing this anywhere towards the ceiling because it will catch on the wires that run through the lights, and it will raise the temperature to a high of about 120. All right, let me try me real quick. Do you see any flux in that temperature, Kyle? Other than like the normal 97? Actually look at it. What is it? 71.
78, 80.
Okay, that's normal body temp. Alright. Alright, no change in temperature. That's just the gun. Alright, we're going to do one more EVP in here, Rosie. If you want to talk or you want to let your presence be known, maybe fly by again. Yeah, manifest right next to me if you can. I know it'd be really hard for you. Anything, Kyle?
That's me turning it on. Another orb flew by you.
Alright, we're going to head into the room where most of the activity is actually coming from, and we're going to show you a brand new piece of equipment that we're using in there. Alright, fellow night watchers, we're in the room with the most activity. Now we're going to break open a new piece of equipment that I promised you. It's going to be in this room right over here. Alright, now this is a laser grid. This laser grid is used to catch shadows streaming across the room of a spirit or entity. And whenever they do, the light will bend and the camera will catch it. Now later on tonight, we're going to throw a still cam in here to see what we'll find. Alright, we took the laser grid down, and now we're going to actually do a couple EVPs in here and do a temperature reading every now and then if we can. Right now it's being used by Joey. But let's go ahead and start off with our EVPs. Rosie, we believe that this was your room, and there was an instant when Joe was in here sleeping, he felt someone push him. Now if you're here with us, we'd like to ask you if that was you. You can knock, whatever is easier for you. We're here to talk to you. I'll even sit down and wait. Now Joe also said there was somebody that was moving the doors. Would that have been you? You can tell us anything. Do you want my flashlight out to talk to us? That's fine. We're here to talk. Is that you setting off the motion alarm, Rosie?
Things going off and nobody's up.
Rosie, if that was you tripping the motion alarms, come in here with us. Talk to us. Talk to me, Rosie. Give us anything. And we're not too prone to believe that this is Rosie. This could be anyone else. This is someone else. Say yes or no. This is Rosie. Say yes or no. Whoever pushed Joe, if you're here, give me a little push or bump into me, whatever you need to do to let me know that you're here. Camera's there. Camera's fine.
It's either one of these garage.
Garage. I could have sworn I heard something from the garage.
In this EVP or electronic voice phenomenon, I capture an intelligent response from a disembodied voice that appears to answer my yes or no question. This is Rosie. Say yes or no. Shockingly, the spirit appears to sound like a male and not a female. This is pretty interesting to us. Could there be more than one spirit in this house? We will replay it for you a few times. Say yes or no. Say yes or no. Say yes or no. Joe said earlier that there was a fire that forced them to move out of the house. Could the spirits be to blame? You have to understand where we're coming from. When the fire alarm goes off randomly, not only were we not anywhere near the back part of the house, but where we were, there were no smoke detectors. The only smoke detectors in the house were in the back of the house. Could it have been Rosie? Our investigation in Yorktown was different from the others, from the clear response to my question to the fire alarm going off. But that's not what made this investigation different. This time we had a name. We made a connection with not just any spirit. This spirit had a name, was a person just like us. It's a lot different when you make that connection, experience that intelligent response, and feel that presence. Maybe Rosie feels like she finally made contact. She finally was noticed, and she finally was heard. Alright, Night Watchers. We came, we saw, we set off a few alarms, but all in all, it was a good hunt. So until next time, Night Watchers out.